Do you ever feel like you're just going through the motions of daily life, but something big, something monumental, is happening all around you? Do you really know what's going on in the world right now, beyond the headlines and the noise of social media? Let's take a moment to step back and look at the bigger picture, because what's happening to our planet is something we all need to understand. First, let's talk about the air we breathe and the energy we use. Every time we drive our cars, heat our homes, or power our cities, many of our systems rely on burning fossil fuels. This releases greenhouse gases, like carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. Think of it like a blanket wrapping around the Earth, trapping heat and steadily warming our planet. This isn't just a number on a chart, it's the engine behind many of the changes we're seeing. Alongside this, we're witnessing a massive clearing of our world's forests. These incredible ecosystems, often called the lungs of our planet, are being cut down at an alarming rate for agriculture, logging, and urban expansion. When we lose these forests, we don't just lose beautiful trees. We lose a vital tool for absorbing that excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. We also destroy the homes of countless species, pushing them closer to the brink. And then there's the plastic problem. Look around you. It's everywhere. From the bottles we drink out of, to the packaging on our food, an immense amount of this plastic ends up in our oceans, breaking down into tiny particles that choke marine life and poison the food chain. Our beautiful oceans are slowly turning into a soup of plastic waste, a problem that will last for hundreds, if not thousands of years. As our planet warms, another crisis is silently growing: water scarcity. The warming climate is changing weather patterns, making some regions much drier and others prone to extreme floods. Rivers are drying up, reservoirs are shrinking, underground aquifers are being depleted faster than they can be replenished. Access to clean, safe drinking water, something many of us take for granted, is becoming a desperate struggle for millions of people around the globe. The air in many of our major cities is also a serious concern. Industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, and other pollutants create a thick smog that hangs over urban areas. This isn't just ugly, it's dangerous. Air pollution is linked to a host of health problems, affecting the young, the old, and the vulnerable most severely. We are literally breathing in the consequences of our industrial age. Now, let's look to the coldest parts of our world. The polar ice caps and glaciers, massive stores of ancient ice, are melting at an unprecedented rate. We've all seen the images of giant icebergs breaking off into the ocean. This isn't just a distant problem for polar bears. As this ice melts, it flows into the sea, causing sea levels to rise. Coastal communities and entire island nations are facing the very real threat of being submerged. These rising sea levels and warmer ocean temperatures are also fueling more powerful and destructive hurricanes. We're seeing storms with higher wind speeds and heavier rainfall, causing catastrophic flooding and devastation. These aren't just natural cycles. The energy they draw from the warmer oceans makes them far more dangerous than ever before. And what about the other inhabitants of our planet? Scientists warn that we are in the midst of a mass extinction event. Species are disappearing at a rate faster than anything we've seen in millions of years. This loss of biodiversity weakens ecosystems and disrupts the delicate balance of nature that we all depend on for our own survival. Even the Earth itself seems to be groaning. We're observing increased volcanic activity in various parts of the world, reminding us of the immense and powerful forces at play beneath our feet. All of these things, the atmosphere, the oceans, the land, the ice, are interconnected. A change in one area creates a ripple effect across the entire system. We call this our climate, and it's clear that our climate is in a state of profound change. So what does all of this mean for us, beyond the scientific data? For many people of faith, these signs are deeply significant. Many look to the Bible and see parallels between what's happening now and the prophecies described within its pages. When you read about the signs of the end times, you find descriptions of turmoil in the natural world. For example, in Luke chapter 21, Jesus speaks of signs in the sun, moon, and stars, and on the earth. Distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. People's hearts will fail them from fear and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth. When you see extreme weather, roaring seas, and a global sense of anxiety and confusion, it's hard not to draw a connection. The book of Revelation also speaks of ecological devastation. It describes a third of the sea turning to blood, a third of the living creatures in the sea dying, and a third of the ships being destroyed. It talks about waters becoming bitter and plagues affecting the planet. While interpretations vary, many see these descriptions as allegorical or prophetic visions of a world under extreme environmental stress. A world where the very elements that sustain life become sources of destruction. The Apostle Paul, in Romans chapter 8, wrote that the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. He says the creation was subjected to frustration, but that the creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay. This passage suggests that the natural world is not just a backdrop for human drama, but is intrinsically linked to our spiritual state and our ultimate destiny. The groaning of creation that Paul describes feels incredibly relevant today as we witness the strain our planet is under. This isn't about causing fear or predicting a specific date for the end of the world. The Bible is clear that no one knows the day or the hour. Instead, it's about awareness. It's a call to wake up and see the world as it is. For people of faith, these events can be seen as a reminder to check our hearts, to strengthen our relationship with God, and to live with a sense of purpose and urgency. A spiritual one, or both? The conclusion is the same. Our world is crying out. The evidence is all around us, from the melting ice at the poles to the plastic in our oceans. It's a call to be better stewards of this incredible planet we've been given. It's a call to pay attention, to care for one another, and to think about the legacy we are leaving for future generations. The question is no longer if things are changing, but how we will choose to respond. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you something to think about, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the deeper questions of our time. See you next time.